Hi there, Rebel Yogis. Today we're going to start in a standing position. So come to mountain pose at the top of your mat. Bring your big toes to touch, a little space between your heels. Shift around. Notice the weight spreading around your feet. Going forwards, backwards, side to side. And then come to stillness. Notice if you naturally lean a certain way. And try to bring your energy and awareness to your center. So spreading your weight equally all the way around both feet. Pick up each of your toes. Slowly lower them down one at a time. And feel this groundedness. Start to engage your legs. So think about lifting your kneecaps up towards your hips. You're going to feel that in your thighs. Notice if you're arching your lower back, if your belly's pushing forward, start drawing your front of your pelvis up and your tailbone down for a neutral pelvis. And then starting right off with core engagement, using your exhales, draw your navel in towards your spine and squeeze your lower abdominal muscles. Inhale, release, relax. And try to keep this constriction with each exhale as you move through this practice. Lift your shoulders up by your ears, roll them onto your back, allow your shoulder blades to slide towards each other, your chest to open. Let your arms dangle down loosely, your palms turn where they go to naturally, maybe that's a little forward. Bring your chin so it's parallel with the floor. Bring the back of your head behind you. So make sure you're not leaning forward with your head. So nice long neck. And then inhale, reach the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. Exhale, close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. I invite you to take a balanced breath for this practice. So equal count in, equal count out. You want this pace to be sustainable and comfortable throughout the next however long we practice. So it doesn't really matter how high you count, how slow or fast you count. Try and keep your breath even throughout the practice. If the Ujjayi breath is in your practice, start to engage that gentle closure of your throat during your exhale. It's a nice energizing breath. It can help calm your mind, keep you from being distracted by your thoughts. It's a bit more audible than your natural breath. And take a moment to check in mentally. Notice where you're starting from with your state of mind. Notice any thoughts or feelings bubbling around in your head. Set those things aside. And I invite you to set an intention of being present during this time. You've set aside this time to step on your mat, to do something for you, so allow yourself to really truly be here. As you're standing tall in your mountain pose, notice if you've started to sway a little bit. Think about drawing your energy inward towards your center. See if that can help you find a little more stillness. Two more rounds of breath here. When you come to your third inhale, stretch your arms out and up, reach tall, relax your shoulders down. Exhale, bring your palms together and down to your heart center. So syncing your movement with your breath. Breath comes first. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. And then exhale, bring your palms together and down to your heart. One more time. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. And exhale together and down. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed as much as you'd like. If you'd like to open them at this time, go for it. We're going to start to bring some movement to your body. Warm up your spine. Warm up your muscles. Get ready to move. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Interlace your fingers. Leave your pointer fingers free. Exhale, side bend to the right. So try to keep your hips above your heels. Try not to bump your hip out. Your left shoulder rolls onto your back so your chest stays open, and it's more of a side bend for your spine than a twist. So you can always do this against a wall to notice if your left shoulder comes away and if you're adding a twist. Really reach the fingertips away from your armpits, stretch those arms out. Inhale, come back upright. Exhale, over to the left. Same thing, other side. Checking your pose from the ground up. Keep your weight balanced between both feet. Hips above the heels. Right shoulder rolled back this time. Fingertips away from your armpits. Continue to breathe deeply, smoothly. Inhale, come back upright. Exhale, take some cactus arms. So bending your elbows to 90 degrees, middle fingers point up. Slide your shoulder blades towards each other, but try not to arch your back here. So coming into cactus arms with a neutral spine. Keeping your chest open. Stay broad through your collarbones. Good, next inhale, stretch your arms overhead. Exhale, take a twist to the right. Keep your hips pointing forward so the rotation comes from your lower back. It's okay if you don't twist very far today. It is your first one, so take it easy. Think about turning your torso towards the right. Draw that left hip back. Reach your fingertips wide away from your armpits. Inhale, come back upright, come to center, arms stretch up. Exhale, same thing to the left. Keep those hip points forward, chest open, and breath deep. Inhale, come back to center, arms up. Exhale, swing your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, roll your shoulders onto your back, open your chest. This time, reach your heart towards the ceiling for a little back bend. Drop those shoulders away from your ears. Keep the core muscles engaged. Make sure you're not sinking into your lower back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, start to hinge from your hips. Bend your knees as much as you need to here. Relax your head down and let your arms fall away from your lower back if that feels good. So starting to open up through the shoulders a little bit more. Go ahead and release your hands. Let them dangle down towards the floor. Inhale, come up for a half lift. So walk your hands up your shins, long spine, chest is open. Exhale, fold back forward. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, fold. 2 more times. Inhale to lift, lengthen. Exhale to release. Last one for now. Inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale to release. Good. With your next inhale, you're going to sink your hips back and down. Bring your hands to your heart. Lift your torso up and turn your heart forward, chair pose. We're gonna start with the hands at the heart on this one. So check in that you're not sinking into your lower back, tailbone down, pelvis up. See if you can sink a tiny bit lower. Think about sinking those hips back. Look down at your toes, make sure you can still see them. And a deep breath in. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, slowly roll your spine up. Come up to standing. Find your way back to mountain pose, but really take your time getting there. Make this a very intentional movement. Okay. Inhale, stretch your arms up. And release your fingers, pointers free. Exhale, take a side bend to the right. Inhale, back up right. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twisting right, wide arms. Inhale, back up. Exhale to the left, wide arms. Inhale, up. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sink back, lift up, chair pose, hands to your heart. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan to stand this time. Arms are wide, back is flat. Reaching up, and exhale back down to your heart. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, stretch your arms up and release your fingers, pointers free. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, back up. Exhale to the left. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, up, and exhale, twist left. Inhale up, exhale, fold forward, inhale, half lift, and exhale to fold. Inhale to chair, exhale, fold. Inhale to rise, exhale, mountain pose, hands to your heart, and release. Take a deep breath in. Full breath out. Notice your heart rate here. Now that you've started to move, it may have gotten a little faster. You may be breathing more into your chest. So take a moment to tune into your breath, calm it down. Come back to that steady, sustainable pace that you built earlier. Inhale, sweep your hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold, and step back to your downward facing dog. Go ahead and bend your knees one at a time, both at the same time. Lift and lower your heels. Take a few moments of organic movement. Notice what it is your body's asking for. What is it you need right in this moment? And then come to stillness. Your feet are about hip width apart. Hands are about shoulder width apart. Spread those fingers wide. Really press through your finger pads. Spread your weight all the way around your hands, not just in the heel of your hands. It's going to tire out your wrists real quick. But then inhale, gaze forward, shift forward to plank. Hold here for a moment. Remember, you can always come down to your knees if you're still working on building your full plank. It's a nice straight line between your shoulders and your knees. Make sure you're not sticking your hips up, drooping them down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, coming forward to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. And again, inhale, coming forward to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time, inhale, come forward to plank. This time we're going to come all the way down to your belly. So come down to your knees first, untuck your toes, use control, slowly lower your torso down to the mat. Keep those elbows hugged in. Press your toes, your shins, your thighs down into the floor beneath you. Line your fingertips up with your rib cage, so down by your chest. Inhale, pick up, big cobra. So your lower belly is still down on the mat, your legs are still active. And exhale, release back down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths in your downward facing dog. When you come to your third inhale, lift your right foot up off the mat. We're going to come right into a hip opener. So bend your knee, stack your right hip over your left, and let your toes point to the left. Try not to let your left shoulder dip down. Try to keep them even. Press equally into both hands. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale. You're going to bring your knee into your nose. Let your back round. Really squeeze your thigh towards your belly. Inhale, stretch your leg back out, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, stretch out. Exhale, knee to nose. Hold here, squeeze for 3. Keep breathing. 2, breathe. 1, and step your foot in between your hands. Stay up on the ball of your left foot. Make sure your right knee is above your ankle. And then when you're ready, lift on up, big crescent lunge. Think about lifting up through the left knee so your leg is long. And if you're bending your knee, you're pulling your hips down. So when you're in crescent lunge, you want it very intentional. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hands come together down to your heart. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, take a twist to the right. You can stay more upright with your torso, or you can hook your elbow on the outside of your thigh. And you're working on lining your heart up with your hands. So make sure you're not pressing and cranking into it using your arms. Keep pressing through your left heel, lifting through your left knee. Big breath in and out. From here, shift your weight into your right foot. Take a big step forward with your left foot coming into revolved chair. Woo! Remember, those hips are low. You still want to be able to see your toes. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, untwist, and exhale, hinge forward. With your next inhale, come up to that halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step back, downward facing dog. From here, inhale, gaze forward, shift forward to plank. Exhale, lower halfway down this time, either from your knees or from the toes. Inhale, up to cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left foot up off the mat. Open right up into your hip. So left hip stacks above the right this time. Toes point to the right. Shoulders are even. Another deep breath in. Exhale. Bring your knee up to your nose, round your back, squeeze your thigh towards your belly. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, 3-legged dog. And knee to nose, one more time. Squeeze, hold for 3, 2, 1, and step through. Lining up your knee with your ankle, stay on the ball of your right foot this time. When you're ready, rise your torso, lift those arms, big crescent lunge. Inhale here, exhale, hands down to your heart. Inhale for lengthen your spine and exhale, turning to the left this time. Remember, you can stay upright or you can hook your elbow. Doesn't matter what you did on the first side, find what feels good this time. Start to shift your weight into your left foot. Take a big step forward with your right, coming into your revolved chair. Make sure those knees are even, hips are low. Inhale, untwist. And exhale to fold. The next inhale, rise up, standing. Exhale, palms together, down to your heart. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sigh out through your mouth. Another one, deep breath in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. One more time, in through your nose. And out through your mouth. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead, relax your shoulders down. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, step back, downward facing dog. With an inhale, lift your right foot up. Exhale, you're going to take a big step forward. Bring your hands in between your feet, your foot in between your hands. Hop your left foot forward, so there's about 3.5 feet distance between your feet. You're going to lift your torso up. You're going to square your hips forward, straighten that left knee, right knee. And then from here, you can bring your hands behind your back. Maybe you grab opposite elbows. Maybe you come into reverse prayer. If you prefer to have your hands on your hips, that's fine too. Inhale here. Exhale, hinge forward, moving from your hips. Lean, lean, lean. Reach your nose towards your toes and then relax your head. Draw your right hip back, left hip forward, coming into your pyramid pose. And from your pyramid pose, release your hands. Bring your left hand on the outside of your right foot. Inhale, open up to the right, revolved triangle. Another inhale here. Another exhale here. Inhale, lift your torso upright. Try to stay in your twist. Swing that right arm forward. Bend into your right knee, warrior one. Inhale here. And exhale here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, drop your hands down to the floor. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward to your hands, shift forward to plank. Exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Go right into the other side. Inhale, lift that left foot up, three-legged dog. Exhale, big step forward. Hop that right foot forward a few inches. So you have about 3.5 feet between your feet. Straighten that left leg. Lift your torso up. So preparing for that triangle on the other side. If you want to take another hands behind the back option, go for it. Inhale deeply. And exhale, hinge. You gotta think about keeping those hips squared towards the front of your mat. So left hip back, right hip forward this time. Go ahead and release your hands down. You're gonna bring your right hand on the outside of your left foot. Inhale, open up, revolve triangle in the other direction. With your next inhale, slowly lift your torso up. See if you can keep your twist. Swing that left hand forward. Exhale, bend into your left knee. Warrior one. Inhale here. Exhale, float your hands down to the floor. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale to your cobra or your up dog, and exhale back to your down dog. Let's take 2 breaths here. When you come to your third inhale, lift that right foot up. Exhale, draw your knee up to your right elbow. And from here, see if you can slide your knee down to your wrist. Don't let it touch the floor. Then bring your knee back up to your elbow. And bring your knee up to your armpit. Good. Back to your elbow. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, over to your left elbow. Go ahead and stretch your right leg out. Bring the edge of your foot onto the floor. We're going to open up into a fallen triangle. Inhale, lift your left arm up. Bring the sole of the left foot down. Another inhale. Exhale, drop that left hand back down to the floor. Lift your left foot. Bring it back to center. Inhale, stretch it long. Exhale, big step forward. Getting ready for another crescent lunge, so staying on the ball of your left foot. Inhale, lift your torso upright. We're going to play a little movement here. Inhale deeply. Exhale, start to bend into your left knee. Don't let it touch the floor. See how low you can go. Inhale, straighten back up. Good, so you can stick with this, moving with your breath, just moving your knee. Or I invite you to take those cactus arms that we practiced in the beginning. As you bend your knee, bend your elbows. Try not to arch your back. Inhale, long arms, long leg. Exhale to bend. Let's take one more here. Returning to your crescent lunge. And this time we're going to swing your hands back by your hips, lean your chest forward, coming into airplane arms. Start to shift your weight into your right foot, take a hop forward with your left, and prepare for flight, warrior 3. Start to bring your hands down to the floor. Walk them back towards your foot. See if you can lift that left foot higher, standing splits. And from here, you're going to take a big step back with your left foot, bending into your right knee. Slowly, gently place it down. Lift your torso up. Arms come wide, warrior 2. Inhaling here, exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the floor, come up to the ball of your left foot. Inhale, stretch your right arm up towards the ceiling, revolve lunge. From here, start to shift your weight into your left hand and left foot. You're going to take a step back with your right foot, coming onto the outside edge of your left foot, finding your side plank. You can bring one foot in front of the other here. You can bring your left knee down if you're working on building that strength still. See if you can lift those hips a little bit higher. If you want to play here, maybe lifting up your right foot. Inhale deeply. Exhale, drop your right hand down, regular plank, and push back, downward facing dog. When you're ready, use an inhale, lift your left foot up. Exhale, bring your knee over to your left elbow. Slide your knee down towards your wrist. Don't let it touch the floor. Slide your knee up towards your elbow. Then up towards your armpit. And back to your elbow. Bring your knee to center. Inhale, stretch back. Exhale, bring your knee over towards your right elbow. Stretch your leg out. Edge of your foot's on the floor, getting ready to open up into your fallen triangle on the other side. So inhale, right arm lifts, open up towards the right. Exhale, right hand down. Lift your foot, bend your knee, inhale, stretch back. Exhale, big step forward. You're going for that crescent lunge again. Inhale, up. And exhale, starting to bend into that right knee. Don't touch the floor. Option to add those cactus arms if and when you're ready. One more. Going up to your crescent lunge. Exhale, sweep your hands back by your hips, lean forward, shift your weight into your left foot, and prepare for flight. Go ahead and release your hands down to the floor, lift your right foot high, walk your hands back towards your left foot, standing splits. Getting ready to step back, using control. Bend into your left knee, step back with your right foot, lift your torso up, turn towards the right, open your arms wide, warrior one. Warrior two. Another inhale here. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the floor, come up to the ball of your right foot, and inhale, open up, big twist to the left. Preparing for that side plank. Get ready to step back with your left foot, roll onto the edge of your right foot. Any of the options that feel good on this side, stacking, staggering, supporting, playing. Another inhale here, exhale, left hand comes down to the floor, push back, downward facing dog. And then inhale, gaze forward. You're going to step your right foot on the outside of your right hand, left foot on the outside of your left hand. Toes are pointing towards the corners of the room. Draw up your hips low, hands to your heart, Malasana. Coming into garland pose, yogi squat. It's okay if your heels don't touch. If you need more or less space between your feet, go ahead and move them around. You want to make sure you're not just leaning forward with your chest. Try to keep your hips low and your heart forward. Go ahead and release your hands, bring your hands behind you, and come back to a seat. Stretch those legs out long. Circle your ankles one way, the other way. Slap your thighs. Shake it out, whatever feels good here. Now coming to staff pose, you want to make sure your sits bones are firmly grounded into your mat. Sit tall as if there's a wall behind you, so your shoulders are right above your hips. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, moving from your hips, reach your nose towards your toes. Try not to let your head fall or your arms fall. Find your edge, the place you can't bend past without compromising your alignment. Notice where this is, breathe here for a moment, then go ahead and release your arms down. You can bring your hands to your legs, feet, sides, and then slowly round your back without crunching. So with your inhales, reach your chest away from your navel. Each exhale encourages you to relax. Bring your forehead closer to your shins. With your next inhale, walk your hands towards your body, lift your torso upright. You're going to bend both knees. Bring your hands to the backs of your thighs. Sit with a tall spine. Start to lean into your sit bones and lift your feet up off the mat. So find that balance on your sit bones. Make sure you're not on your tailbone. We're going to play with a little boat pose here. You can always anchor your boat by bringing your hands behind you. Keep your chest open and your spine long. So from here, if and when you're ready, lift your heels up in line with your knees. Then try letting go of your thighs. Then inhale, straighten your left leg out. Exhale, bend your knee. Inhale, straighten your right. Exhale, bend. Inhale, left. Exhale. Inhale, right. Exhale, both at the same time. Inhale. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Bending your knees, come back up. Good. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, twist to the left. Act as if you're setting something down on the floor beside you. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, same thing to the right. Inhale, up. One more to the left. Inhale, up. And one more to the right. Inhale. Open both arms wide. Give yourself a hug and release. Woo. You can walk your feet in close. Give yourself a really tight hug. I like to offer a little bound angle here. So feet together, knees wide. Fold over your toes. Coming back up, right? If you took that fold, bring your knees together, stretch your legs out long. And from here, we're going to bend into the right knee. We're going to sit tall. Inhale, exhale. Take a twist to the right. So wrap your left arm around your thigh. Give yourself a hug. You can bring your right hand to the floor behind you. Try to keep your shoulders even and your spine long. So try not to lean backwards or hunch. Another deep breath in, and a full breath out. Yes, inhale, gently untwist. You're going to let your knee fall open to the side, sole of your foot scoots up your leg into your left thigh, square up towards your left leg, so belly button faces your knee. Inhale, sit tall, reach your arms up, exhale, fold over your left leg. Just like when you went over both both legs at the same time, arms can go wherever it's comfortable. So being mindful that you're not crunching into this fold. Chin away from chest, chest away from navel. Inhale, walk your hands back towards your body, lift your torso upright, and stretch your right leg out. We're going to go right into the other side. Bend your left knee. Sit up tall, inhale deeply, exhale, turning to the left, wrap your arm around your thigh, give yourself a hug, release your left hand down to the floor. One more deep breath in, and take that full breath out. Inhale, gently untwist. Let your left knee fall open, scoot the right foot, or the left foot up your right thigh, square towards your right leg. Inhale, sit tall, reach tall. And exhale, lean forward. Nice. Inhale, walk your hands towards your body, lift your torso up right, stretch that left leg out. We're going to scoot forward so you have room to lay backwards. Go ahead and lay back however you want to get down there. You can take some rock and rolls, you can use your core, you can just lay back. Once you get down here, hug your thighs towards your belly. You can rest your hands on your knees, shins, backs of your thighs, whatever is accessible. And add a little rocking from side to side. And come to stillness, release your feet down to the floor. From here, inhale, reach your right foot up towards the ceiling. Exhale, cross your ankle over your left thigh and allow your knee to open away from you. From here, open your arms out wide. You're going to bring your arms in front of your chest, sweep your left arm under your right, crossing your upper arms. And you can either bring your hands to opposite shoulders, you can bring the backs of your hands together, or you can come for the eagle arms bind, bringing your palms towards each other. If you come into the bind, see if you can lift your elbows away from your chest. Notice this opening through the shoulder girdle, in between your shoulder blades. Notice what that right knee is doing to start to come forward towards your belly. Keep that hip open as best as you can. With your next inhale, unravel your arms, open your arms out big, and uncross your right leg. Going to the other side, inhale, stretch your left leg up, cross the ankle over your right thigh, open your knee away from your belly. This time we're going to bring the arms forward, the right arm comes under the left this time, hands to the shoulders, backs of the hands together or palms towards each other, and then lifting your elbows away from your chest. Inhale, unravel your arms, open your arms out wide, uncross your leg, stretch your legs out long. Make yourself into a big star shape. Point your toes, reach your fingertips, stretch. Try to take up as much space as you can here. And release your stretch, bring the soles of your feet together, let your knees come wide. You can have more space between your body, you can have less space, whatever feels good for you and your hips. Bring one hand to your lower belly and one hand to your heart. Close your eyes. Allow your breath to return to normal. Feel how your breath moves through your torso. Notice if your hand on your heart or your hand on your belly moves more. Notice which one moves first. Just notice, just observe. Take a scan of your physical body, relax your toes, your feet, relax your ankles, calves and shins. Relax your knees, your thighs. Relax your hips and your buttocks. Relax your abdomen and your chest. Relax your lower back, middle back, your upper back and your shoulder girdle. Relax the tops of your shoulders, your upper arms, your elbows, your forearms. Relax your wrists, your hands, and your fingers. Relax your neck, relax your head. Notice if you're scrunching your eyebrows, clenching your jaw, squeezing your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Allow your face to relax. there's any area of your body not totally relaxed right now, inhale, sending your awareness, your energy, your prana there. Exhale and encourage it to relax and to let go. And relax your mind, noticing any thoughts or feelings that don't serve you. If you find anything you don't need to take with you today, inhale just to notice its presence. With your exhale, encourage it to move on and to let go. Allow yourself to lie here, calm, relax. Allow yourself to breathe gently. Enjoy these few moments of just being still, just being here. Take as much time as you'd like here. You can stop the video and continue to relax. When you are ready to come out of your Shavasana, bring your hands to your outer thighs. Bring your knees together. Use your arms to help encourage this movement. Then hug your thighs towards your belly. Wrap your arms around your shins, knees, whatever is accessible. Go ahead and roll over onto the right side of your body, coming to the fetal position. Use your arm as a pillow. Reach your knees up towards your chest. Allow your back to round. Then as you're ready, press into the mat with your left hand. Come up to a comfortable seat. Try to keep your eyes closed here. Cross your legs. Sit with a tall spine. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead. Exhale, bring your palms together. Draw your thumbs through your third eye, past your lips, and down to your heart. With an inhale, lift the corners of your mouth to smile. Thank yourselves for stepping on your mat today, for spending a little extra time, energy, and love on you. Namaste.